Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you how you use Cami to help teach close reading skills in a 5th grade math classroom. So Cami is a Google Chrome extension that you download onto the browser. It's going to come up in the top right corner as this K. And Cami allows you to mark up, add text, highlight, annotate on PDF files. So a lot of times you'll open up a PDF and you'll have the option on the browser saying, would you like to open this with Cami? And it will give you a whole side of different options you can use to help mark this up. So I only have the free version, so I only have a couple options, but if you upgrade it, you can get a couple more. Right now, though, I think the free option provides me with enough options. So in 5th grade, students are very expected to have math word problems and be able to complete them on their own. So we're going to teach close reading strategies using Cami to help us figure out some of these word problems. So kind of our first step is that you always want to read the problem once without doing anything with it. So read it completely once, and then the second time we read it, you are going to start marking it up. So our problem says, suppose you want to buy 3 loaves of bread that cost $1.50 each and a jar of peanut butter that costs $4. A jar of jelly is $2.75, but you don't need any jelly. You have $10. How much money will you have left over? Okay, so we read it once. So now let's kind of talk about what's going on. So this is obviously a money problem, and we're figuring out cost of something, doing some sort of operation, and now let's actually figure out what it's looking for. So let's start by highlighting our key information. So over on the Cami side, I'm going to use this box highlighter to highlight some important information. So first, suppose you want to buy 3 loaves of bread that cost $1.50 each. So I'm going to highlight that. That seems important. And a jar of peanut butter cost $4. A jar of jelly is $2.75, but you don't need any jelly. So I'm going to use the strike through feature and strike through that statement. It's useless. I don't need it, so why are we looking at it? We have $10, so I'm going to go back to my highlighter and highlight the fact that we have $10. We want to know how much money will you have left over. So this, right now, we can kind of annotate and comment. And say, in question 1, we will have to do some sort of subtraction. Okay, so now let's go back to our problem. We want to buy 3 loaves of bread, so let's set that up using a picture. So I'm going to say, all right, there's 1 loaf of bread, there's another loaf of bread, and there's a 3rd loaf of bread. Okay, each loaf of bread costs $1.50 each. So I'm going to use this text box option and say $1.50 per bread. Now, we're also told we want to buy peanut butter for $4. So going back to our pictures, I'm going to draw a peanut butter jar and denote it for $4. For peanut butter, not 3, 4. Okay, so now we want to see, we have $10 and we want to see how much do we have left over. So we need to add this all up. So I am going to use this drawing feature and add up everything. So we're going to have 3 loaves of bread. So we're going to have $1.50 plus $1.50 plus $1.50. And when you add it all up, we're going to follow our rules for adding. So we're going to add up our farthest right column first. We'll have 0. And then we have 5 plus 5 plus 5, which is 15. So I put a 5 here, carry the 1, and we have $4.50. Make sure you bring down that decimal. And we have $4.50 for bread. But now we also need to consider we have this $4 peanut butter. So we would add the $4 for peanut butter. Again, following our columns, we have 0, 5 plus 0 is 5, and 4 plus 4 is 8. So our total is $8.50. But the question is, we're not asking for the total. We're asking for how much will be left over if we have $10. In our side note right here, we said leftover is kind of key for subtraction. So we're going to take our $10 and subtract $8.50 from it. 0, 0 is 0. 0 minus 5, we can't do it. 0 minus 8, we can't do it. So we got to take out the 1, change that to a 0, make that 10, but we still need to borrow. So that's going to become a 9, and we'll put a 10 here. So 10 minus 5 is 5, and 9 minus 8 is 1. So when we answer this question, I'm going to write it nice and neat using our text box. I'm going to say we have $1.50 left over. So Kami provides us with all these different tools, a lot of different features to help keep us organized when we're working with these word problems. So we can help the students represent different things using some of these cool features, especially the highlighter, to highlight those important information. The different fact that we can draw things, we can leave notes, these comments here to reference, and also I think one of the best features is this drawing tool. And we can write right on here the work. So the students can see the work written out right from there. And we can look at all of our work's accessed. A super cool thing is then we could save this to our drive, and right from there, we can maybe post this onto our Google Classroom page so that students could pick up notes that they missed if they were absent or if they were at some sort of lesson. And the other really cool thing is it leaves everything here for you. So you don't need to erase the whole page to scroll down. You can continue to scroll down. Students can continue to write notes. So I think it's super interactive. It's really going to help with that close reading. It gives you the skills. It allows you to annotate, highlight. And I think overall it's a great tool for teaching through PDFs, especially these word problems at the 5th grade level.